This program is paid for by The Crossover with Marlon and Armon. Subscribe to their show-owned content at youtube.com/@thecrossover1060.
You're now tuned in to The Crossover with Marlon Jones and Armon Williams.
Hold up, you're teaming up a Sun Devil and a Wildcat? Who came up with that brilliant idea?
The Crossover on KDUS AM 1060.
All right, welcome back to The Crossover with Marlon Jones and Armon Williams, KDUS 1060. Subscribe and follow us on our social media accounts on both our YouTube and our Facebook page. So it'd be youtube.com/@thecrossover1060 as well as facebook.com/thecrossover1060. And that's where you can go ahead and you can catch our previous shows and as well as this recording, which probably should be available like within the next 24 hours or so after the show. And then in addition to that, we'll start adding some new content.
I just want to let people know, no, this is not going to be a fans only.
No, this is not going to be a fans
for
only.
Armon. We're not doing that.
I'm not taking off my shirt and wearing bandanas either, like we used to do back in the day when we used to really kick up some dirt.
No, if they want to know that stuff, that's going to be.
If they pay enough, then I might consider that.
That's paid subscription info right there.
Yeah, that is some exclusive stuff. All right, we got a guest in the house, and our next guest, he's the franchise manager of Express Employment Professionals in the Scottsdale and Phoenix area, and we're happy to have him on the show. We got Blake Quinlan, the show. Blake, Marlon Jones, Armon Williams. How you doing, Blake?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Blake, now you provide. I was looking at your site the other night as we were getting ready for this. I'm getting ready for the show, and I saw that you're on your Facebook page. It says that you provide customized workforce solutions and job secret services. To tell us, so tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, we're a full service recruiting firm, and our approach to that is customizing our solutions around what each of our customers needs. So being in the people business, there are no two people that are the same, and we take that same approach to the companies that we work with. No two companies are the same. And so if we just had a one-size-fits-all approach to that, right, there's obvious flaws that can happen with that. And so we look at every company and every person individually and kind of customize a solution or a plan around that to help them meet their workforce needs.
Now, it says that your company's Facebook page, it emphasizes 5 workplace gaps that employers can't afford to ignore. Can you elaborate on that? Because that sounds pretty interesting. It sounded interesting to me when I was looking it up the other night.
Yeah, definitely. We really like to look at, what can an employer do to, modify things in slight ways in order to make a big impact with their employees and, in their teams. And, one of the things that we really look at with that as well is what does the employee want in a situation? And the most obvious answer out there is pay. But when we do surveys, pay usually comes up at about number 3 or 4 in what employees actually want. And so, we take that to a company and say, hey, yes, pay is important for what an individual is looking for, but what are some of the other things that are impacting them? And the number one thing that people look for in an employment situation is that their work has meaning. And so, a company could just tweak something very slightly to be able to say, hey, this is how we're doing this training, but hey, here's the purpose behind the action. Here's why we're doing this, and this is the impact that it has on people in order to kind of help bridge that gap of, where a new employee is at and, kind of tying that in with the company and their purpose. And that's a lot of what we do as well, is we want to understand the company, we want to understand their purpose and, what what the employee will be doing to help, it helps with retention, it helps with productivity, helps with a number of things.
So how active are you on social media? If people wanting to find information besides your Facebook page, like what other social media outlets can they look to?
Yeah, being in the recruiting business, LinkedIn is huge for us. You can follow me on LinkedIn. It's just my name, Blake Quinlan, and our company page is Express Employment Professionals Scottsdale. That's definitely our number one social media that we use. And then, you can also find us on Google and, just Googling Express Scottsdale, expressscottsdale.com to get to our website.
All right, we're talking to Blake Quinlan. He's a executive or finance manager of Express Employment Professionals, and we have him here in the studio today to talk to us about a little bit about his business. How long has your business been in operation? I mean, how long has this been in operation? And how long have you been with Express?
Yeah, so Express was founded in 1983.
Okay.
We are the largest privately held staffing company in America. So we don't have shareholders that we have to appease to. It's every office in the U.S., Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and South Africa is franchise owned. So the way I like to describe it.
So you have branches like in South Africa and other parts of the globe.
We have about 900 locations across the
Really?
across
Wow, I didn't
the world.
know it was that expansive.
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
And so I started with Express in 2015 in Champaign, Illinois, which is where I'm from.
Mm-hmm.
And last 8.5 years have worked in several parts of Illinois, Denver, Colorado, and then I moved out here about 2.5 years ago to take over as the manager of the office, and then I just bought it November 1st of 2022. So it's been quite the ride.
So is that a Cubs or White Sox for you?
I'm definitely a Cubs fan.
W's?
What the
Yeah.
hell happened to the Cubs? They completely collapsed towards the end of the season. They had 2 series against the Arizona Diamondbacks, and that was probably those 2 series against the Diamondbacks and what helped the Diamondbacks really make the postseason.
100%. I was at all 3 of the games here, and it was a classic. Classic Cubs choke job there, but we're
You're
excited to get
lovable
Ohtani.
Yeah. You think that you guys think you guys going to get Ohtani, or is there something that we don't know about here in the studio?
I think we got a good shot at him. We've got Seiya Suzuki already on the team, and he's from Japan.
Right.
I know Dodgers are the front runner for him, but I think that the Cubs can come in and pay him a little bit more, and I think we got a shot.
I don't know. Go ahead.
And keep Bellinger too?
Nah, I think Bellinger's done.
Bellinger's done?
Yeah, I think they'll get either like Rhys Hoskins in free agency, or maybe like try to trade for Pete Alonso, get maybe a righty power hitter for first base, something like that.
I don't know, because the San Francisco Giants, at least people in San Francisco, they at least one sandwich shop offered Ohtani free sandwiches for life if he chooses the San Francisco Giants. Yeah, so I don't know.
Free
if you guys
sandwiches
can-
for like, hold on, I'm going to jump in the batting cage tomorrow.
There you go. There
Free
you go.
sandwiches.
I'm sure
I'll
somewhere
play
in
for that.
Chicago will give him free hot dogs for life.
Hey, I'll play for that.
All right, we're talking to Blake Quinlan of Express Employment Professionals. Blake, you're an Illinois guy, and I was checking out your web page, your personal page. Looks like you're pretty athletic, pretty active guy. So what's your sport of choice?
Yeah, I'm a runner. I ran 4 half marathons and just try to put up miles as much as I can. I don't really care about my time. Love playing golf. Try to play once or twice a week at least, and then I'll play. I'm competitive, man. I'll play anything from bags to basketball to pickleball, you name it. As long as I can compete at it, I'll have a good time with it.
But running is your favorite thing. You like to run long distances.
Yeah, definitely.
4 half marathons. What's that like, man? I was a sprinter in high school, and then I ran hurdles and I ran the short sprints in college. I'm not a long distance guy. What is it like running a half marathon, and having any thoughts on running a full marathon?
I'm definitely working up towards it, but I mean it's hard. It's just it's not even like the physical aspect of it. It's just that mental, like you got to keep going, you got to keep going. That's the part of what I love about it, though, is that it doesn't matter how fast you are. It's just it's you versus your mind kind of thing, and just being able to continue to push it. As far as a full marathon goes, though, I've got several friends that have ran them, and I got to keep. I got to train a little bit more and get that mental resiliency a little bit higher before I check that one off.
If you ever see me running, make sure you're running, because that means something behind me is
If you
chasing
see him
me.
running, he's running from the police or a dog.
Something not good is behind me if I'm running.
Yeah.
That's a fact. So make sure if you ever see me running, don't ask no questions. Just start running.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Or call 911 unless the police are chasing them.
Yeah.
And that's a whole other matter.
That's a whole different matter.
So, as an Illinois native, do you are you sticking to pretty much to the Chicago or the Illinois-based teams, or have you adopted any of the local teams like the Suns, Cardinals, Diamondbacks?
Yeah, I mean, I did the summer pass this summer for the Diamondbacks, and it was like a $99.
It was a perfect time to do something like that.
Yeah, it was awesome. And obviously they go into the World Series, went to Game 3 of the World Series. So my aunt and uncle have lived out here for 40 years. So all the vacations as a kid were coming out here. So the Diamondbacks have always been my number 2 team. Definitely a Suns fan now. Chicago Bulls are not much to talk about, so it makes it pretty easy to get on board with the Suns. And right when I moved here, they were in the finals against the Bucks.
Back in
and
2021.
So,
You came here at the right time.
yeah, definitely. But my college team is definitely the University of Illinois. Go Illini.
That's right, Champaign. Yeah.
Good basketball program.
Yes, yeah, we're playing Rutgers this afternoon, and we've got really good defense this year. Football didn't have a great year, but I mean, we're definitely more of a basketball school. So, excited to see if we can, try to get past or into the Sweet 16 this year. It's been a very long time since we have been in the Sweet 16, so that's kind of the big hurdle for Illinois basketball this year.
All right, Blake Quinlan, real quick, we got about 20 seconds left on the clock. Quick, how can people get a hold of you again?
Yeah, expressscottsdale.com. They can call us at 480-355-3100. Any company that's looking to hire and anyone that's looking for a new career opportunity are people that we want to talk to.
All right, that was Blake Quinlan of Express Employment Professionals, the franchise manager, the Scottsdale Phoenix branch. All right, we appreciate you coming into the studio.
Yes, thank you.
And coming up next, it's time to strap in for another entertaining, fun segment with Crazy Tracy, as he and Big G throw down their betting lines right here live on the Crossover KDUS 1060. We'll be right back.